through of course the pandemic has made things interesting from a profitability standpoint, as it relates to value and the prediction of future earnings, with a high degree of confidence. And and I think, yeah, it's some of the things that you mentioned that ring out are a long-term view and in a broad perspective, yeah, normalization of earnings, and whether that's a kind of a reversion to the mean, and what things look like going forward when we're sort of entirely out of the weeds of inventory constraints from the pandemic. And and I know there's things that are being said from an OEM standpoint, and certainly things that are being felt from a dealer standpoint in the market with higher rates, et cetera. We'll see where that shakes out. But what I do know, that I've learned over however many black swan events we've been through now in the past 15 years or whatever, is that anytime someone throws out the term new normal, it's you proceed with caution. Or whatever the new normal is. I think it'll look more like normal than new, and I think normal looks a lot like managing through change. So how that relates to the valuations, it certainly is, to me, is an intriguing thing. But I do know that there's certainly still a high degree of confidence if you look at what's happening in the buy sell market, a high degree of confidence in the automotive market, as it relates to continuing to be profitable. So.
Dan, I'd be interested in your perspective. Obviously, we touched on economic conditions or times and how that pertains to the valuation. I think I would find it interesting, to the extent that you all are involved in succession planning. Does the rise of either good tides or bad tides in economic drive more sort of conversations, or is it more sort of political events, life-changing events? In other words, in the barometer of what things impact client engagements for you all, does economic performance drive that for you?
It's a really interesting question.